Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Stone Seven. It's been a minute since I did a video. I'm gonna do this video for everybody in Active Legion. Shouts out to all the new members. Welcome everybody to the team. I'm not a big texter or typer, so I don't like to send out a bunch of emails and everything. But I try my best to help as much as I can. Cut that off real quick. Try my best to help as much as I can. And today I'm gonna go over just some quick, I guess, just a quick guide to beginning. When you start, everybody, I don't know if you know, I'm gonna go over everything really, really quick. So, bottom left hand corner, you click that, you got your what we call your stronghold view, then your city view, and if you click up here on this little part up here, you see where I'm talking the top, that'll give you your kingdom view, so you can see different kingdoms, and when you're fighting against a kingdom, the kingdoms out here will blink red. You also can find the Coliseum for Coliseum events, and the Kingdom of Fire when they're doing the Kingdom of Fire. So that's how you learn how to jump around the boards and stuff. When you first start up, the key question is about gear. Like when you first start, and I'll go to our city real quick and look at some players. Like take like Big Kiwi or something. When you start up, you want to build slow. You don't want to hurry up and try to jump to level 21 because you see a lot of 21s around you, and that's going to cost you a lot because it's going to make you pay a lot of packs. My advice is to start and put all your hero points in. When I say hero points, this is where we're looking. We're going up to the hero. We're going to click the hero tree and put all your hero points like I have my tree set up. If you look at my tree, I'm in what I call production mode. So all of my stuff, I'm maxed out on construction, maxed out on research, and then I get as far down on the tree as I possibly can get and start maxing out what I need. I'm doing resource gathering right now. So troop loads up. Resource production is up max because I don't have a lot of boosts in those areas because I'm focusing on silver and I'm focusing on gathering, construction, research, silver. So you see what I'm doing right now, gathering silver. Basically, it's all about gathering in silver right now and getting my resources up in order to find more items. The more load you can take, the more higher your chances are of getting items. So people, when you're a low level, you wonder why you're not pulling back a lot of items. That's why. And also you would have to work on your research tree. So you go to your research tree, and inside the research tree, you have, where is it? Strategic crafting. Inside, I think it's the crafting tree. The crafting tree has peace gathering and core gathering. So when you start to build those up, you can actually gather a lot faster and stuff. And you look, a lot of my stuff's maxed out, and I try to get it as high as it possibly can go before I go to the next level in the stronghold. And that includes my research and my buildings inside my area. So I want to max those buildings all out before I go to the next level. Remember, at level 10, your hero can be captured. At level 15, your hero can be executed. So try to stay below, a level 10 as long as you can and get as strong as you can and build lots of troops. And when I say lots of troops, I'm talking like million troops. Set your goal to be 1,000,000 troops, whether it's tier 1 troops, and we'll talk about the difference between tier 1 troops and through tier 4 troops. And of course, tier 4 troops are going to be stronger, but tier 4 troops cost a lot. Tier 1 troops don't cost any silver. Your best combination of troops would be your tier 3 troops and your tier 1 troops. So tier 1, as many as you can. Don't focus so much on siege because siege is useless when you get to higher rank unless you're using your siege to go out and gather because they can gather more. So let's get to this equipment. Now, I'm going to go and do it this way. I'm going to go ahead and click on the forge and do equipment. And then I'm going to point out some equipment starting with helmets all the way down to accessories that are good for beginners that have food gear. And I'll try to find the ones that are under like a level 10 or something where it will be useful to people at a lower level. So what I'm doing right now is you see me scrolling quick because I'm just getting to the ones in the level range. So we'll start here with a level 20. And what you're looking for when you make sure nothing else, that's a 22. Okay, so with a level 20. So what you're looking for when you're looking to craft something is what boost is this craft going to give me? And when I tell everybody who join our group, I tell them make gear that gives you a food boost and a silver boost. Silver is one of the most important resources other than gold. So food is going to keep all of your troops fed and you won't be blinking. If you see yourself blinking, that means your food to troop ratio is too high. That means you have too many troops and not enough food that you're producing. So this one would give us, Captain's Hymn would give us a 75% food boost if it was produced at 100%. Now, sometimes you're not going to have all of these like I have them. So your percentages may be different. But what you would do, you would say, okay, at the highest percent, I could do a level 4, and it would give me 48%. But I also got a couple other pieces, and my lowest piece is here, and that's a 12. So I just look at it and say, when I craft this, in most cases, you're going to get the lowest level unless you got a lot of good research done to help you get a higher level of crafting. So look at your lowest. So your lowest level, if you were in your case, would be a 12% food production, which ain't bad. So you go through the rest. What else? That one would give you 70. Down at the lowest level would give you 11. So based on numbers, this would technically be the best helm to get so far. And then we'll look down and we'll keep looking. And in the beginning, don't worry about fight gear. Try to produce your food gear because you're not going to fight. I mean, you're not going to be strong enough. You're not going to have enough troops. You can go out and do some test runs and hit some abandons and some untagged, which means tag means alliance, people that are not in an alliance. So you can go out and hit some untagged and stuff like that. But if someone catches you out just randomly hitting, most cases they're going to plop down and they're going to hit you. So you want to be prepared when you go out, or you want to go out with somebody watching your back that's on your team that's going to help you know when to shield up if somebody teleports. And when you are fighting, remember, you want to fight at close range. You do not want to send your troops far out. If your troops are running them far out and they attack and then someone teleports next to you, you have to wait for those troops to get back before you can shield. So that's something very important. So we're still looking through these food production, and I'm looking for the best one at a level 1 right now. So that's kind of what we're looking for right now. And if you see, I'm just looking for food. That's the only thing I'm looking for when it comes to what I'm going to produce this time. And so far, the one that said 12 seemed to have been the highest for food production. Then the next thing you want to produce after food gear is research gear. Research can sometimes get you into hundreds and hundreds of days. So you want to start to produce research gear after your food gear. And now I'm into the 40s again. So this would be something that wouldn't be something that someone could produce since we've already passed the lower levels. We started at 20. It worked its way down to 7 into the 1s. And the best one we found to produce food at a level 1 or at a lower level was the Captain's Hymn. So Captain's Hymn will give you a 12% food boost, and it'll still give you infantry boost and strategic and a wild boost. Then you go in and craft that. The next one, let's go to armor. And I'm going to scroll down again and get to the level that we're looking for. 20, 18. There's the 20. Level 20. Silver production at 45, 6%. Troop load increase. Like I say, I just scroll through this. I go quick. After research gear, what do we look for? Research gear. I built construction gear after research gear because I wanted to max out my buildings. And when you get to a level 21, it takes a lot of days, as well as a gold. I think it's a gold hammer. So I wanted to get those done really quick. So I did construction gear next. And a lot of people say it was a waste, but for me it was worth it because I don't spend a lot on packs. I am not a big spender. So if you're not a big spender, then you want the gear that's going to help you get an advantage. One of your biggest advantages is when new monsters come out. If you're inside an alliance that kills a lot of monsters, you can craft some of that good gear. And inside Kingdom versus Kingdom kill events, even if you're not going to fight, go over to the other kingdom. If you find, search while you're at your own kingdom, look through the kingdom y'all fighting against, see if they got something you need. Like, I needed deer pals one time. We were out of deer pals in our kingdom because they no longer showed the deer monster. I went to their kingdom, there were deer pals. So I sent my troops over and I shielded them up on that pal and gathered the resources that I needed to try to get more pieces. So that's the way you get an edge as a non-spender, by crafting some better gear. Now let's see. Food, that was another one. That's a 9.6. So cheesecloth, 9.6. Research speeds and silver. Silver. Robe, I know, is a good food production, but robe was not better than, nope, 9.6. The robe was 8.8. All right. And then this time after that, I did gathering gear after my construction gear, because, like I said, you want to gather a lot of stuff and you want to gather it quick. Make a lot of, to some people, insufficient gear, but for me it works because I don't have to worry about pulling items. I pull enough items with the loads that I can send out. Always send out level 1 troops if you can. Try not to send out your big level troops in case somebody tiles you and you can recover from that. Building level 3 and level 4 troops takes weeks and days. You have to use a lot of speed ups. So you definitely want to use your level 1s that didn't cost you any silver or anything to send out. And I'm still looking, and I think I'm in 38. So that was it. That would have been the gear for, where's it at? Was it the priest? No. There it is. Thieves' cloak would be your next. And feather, cloth, and string all can be found on tiles. So these are stuff that you can, these are commons that we're looking for. All of this stuff can be found on a tile, even the stuff that was on the other hymn that we just looked at. So let's go to food. I want to try to get all of these done, so let me scroll through them. It's taking too long. I don't like long videos. You lose interest. So let's look at level 20. Okay, we're looking for food production. 11.6. And I'm almost sure that's the good ones because I actually have them myself. 11.6. Yeah, I think that's it. 11.6. And I'll look and see if the actual items are found on tile. Yep, that would be it. So I'm going to scroll back up here to, what was it, level 20? It was close to a level 20 item. So it looks like most of your items, 19. So it looks like you want to start crafting when your hero hits about a level 20. So I wouldn't craft anything until I hit a level 20. It's really not no use. Stay shielded up. That one was a 11% boost, and the feather, the leather, and the string are all found on tile. So that's another one you can find. And let's go to the weapon. Accessories is always the biggest area. There's a lot of different accessories. So we're looking for 20, 25, 23, 20. All right. So, and I'm almost sure the sickle is it because I use that too. So that's 24% boost. And like the feather and the plating are all found on tile. But even at, and you look, that's probably one of the first ones I would create right there would be the sickle, because it automatically gives me a 25%. And that's the highest boost we've seen yet. So I would make that first, and then I would start to make the rest of my gear. And I'm sure nothing's going to beat that. I can scroll down here and look, but I know I had the sickle, so I know that that's one of the strongest food production pieces. So, yep, that was it. So, let's go to the next thing. I don't see nothing else in here to produce food. There's one. And it goes down to 6%. So, and if you have to, I mean, there's one at 6% with the pitchfork. Let's see, what was this one? 6% with the fist wraps. So you've got a couple of different ones in there that's lower, but the sickle would definitely be the way to go if you could reduce that. Now let's go to accessories. And this is with any gear. When you're trying to create your gear, the same method that I'm using right now is the same method you would use. So we know that we can carry 2 accessories in your case. So we're looking for the top 2 food producing accessories. And like I said, food and silver. So you can always mix it up and do the best food and the best silver and then mix them up between the rest of them. And, you have to play around. There's no set gear set to go with unless you're really trying to take the wonder or something and you got to know what's stronger than what. Other than that, you just kind of building up your own stuff. So I will go to research. 20, we're looking for food. There's some food production there. You see, that was the 11% right there. And what are those? That's the ring. That's another one. I had that. Construction food. There's one of the best silvers at the bottom. There's a 10%. This is a great research piece to get if you can get the vase. And you want to make all the research pieces at gold if you possibly can. Research food. There's another food. There's a 10% at a 15 level. Remember, we said 20 is your level to start crafting. So, yep, I think that 20 may have been it. Definitely. That's a 16 anklet, silver necklace, the lantern, research speed, construction gear, food gear. There's another. There's a 14, the anklet right there. So you look at maybe the anklet and the ring that we saw earlier would be 2 good ones. And you see there's so many different. There's silver, research, and construction. Now, the silver ring is another one that I have, but it don't give you the good boost unless you really have a good one. So I think that covers it. We're level 1 now. That one definitely not going 4. Yeah. So now you get an idea of how to make your gear. Next video I'll do will be about cores, because this video for me has run just a little bit too long. So I'm going to go ahead and close it out.